Okay, let's explore this idea of how just 12 simple words can literally unlock a whole new world for you. So, what if you could actually do that? Start a real conversation right now. Before we dive in, please follow the channel, like this video, share it with someone who'd enjoy it, and save it if you love stories like this. It really helps this page grow and lets me keep creating more for you. All right, let's get into it. I want you to picture this. You've just arrived, you step out onto the street, the sun is warm and the air is just buzzing, filled with the sounds and smells of a city that's completely alive, speaking a language you've always wanted to understand. This is it. This is where your adventure really begins. You hear people laughing in a cafe, talking excitedly in the town square. You're surrounded by all this life, but you feel like you're on the outside, behind an invisible wall. And you have that deep human pull. You just want to connect, right? You want to be part of it. So how do you do it? How do you open that door? Well, the answer is way simpler than you think. It's verbs. They aren't just boring grammar words. They are literally the keys. Every action, every idea, it all starts with a verb. Now this is usually where people just give up. They see a chart like this, and that invisible wall suddenly feels 10 feet taller. In English, we mostly just say speak. But in Spanish, the word changes for almost every person. I mean, it looks pretty intimidating, doesn't it? It feels like you have to memorize a whole mountain of words just to get started. But what if I told you that to begin, you don't need the whole mountain? You just need this. And that is the secret. That's the hack. Think about it. The most important conversations, the ones that start friendships, the ones that get you what you need, they almost always happen between an I and a you. If you just focus on these two, you cut right through all the noise and get to the part that actually matters, making a connection. So let's grab our first couple of keys and see how this works in the real world. It really is a simple rhythm, kind of like a dance. It's just a back and forth. Someone asks about you, and then you answer about me. That's it. That's the basic blueprint for almost any conversation you'll ever have. Okay, so here's our very first key. The verb is hablar, which means to speak. Now, forget all those other forms. All you need to know is hablas, for you speak, and hablo, for I speak, 2 words. So you walk up to that person in the cafe. You take a breath, and you ask the most useful question a traveler can ask. You use that you form. ¿Hablas inglés? And here comes the magic. Instead of just getting a yes or no, you can actually reply using the I form. Hablo un poco de español. In that 1 second, you've transformed. You're not just another tourist asking for directions. You're someone who's trying. And trust me, that changes everything. And with that one little success, that one connection, the city starts to open up to you. You're not just an observer anymore. Now you can actually navigate your world. And what's really amazing is how fast you can build from here. You just add a few more of these keys to your keychain. To go, to do, to know, to live. Again, just the I and you forms. Look how much you can do with just this small handful of tools. So now you're not lost. You're standing on a corner, looking at a map, and someone might come up and ask you using was, the you form of to go, and you can actually answer them. You use voy, the I form. You're not just pointing or shrugging. You're communicating. You're sharing a tiny piece of your story. Voy a la casa de mi amigo. You have a place to be. You belong. And now you can turn it around. You can be the one to start the conversation, to show you're curious about them. You can ask that person, ¿Qué haces? What do you do? You're inviting them to share their world with you. And this is where it all comes together. This is that moment where you realize the keys don't just open doors to places, they open doors to people. I mean, just look at this. This isn't just a collection of random phrases anymore. This is a real back and forth conversation. Where do you live? I live here. What do you think? I think this. Even just a simple, honest, I don't know. Every single exchange is like a thread, weaving you into the life of this place. And that's the click. That's the big aha moment. You realize the goal was never about sounding perfect from day one. It was about sharing a thought, understanding a joke, just bridging that tiny gap between you and another person. And this is the ultimate realization, isn't it? All that fear about making mistakes, about those scary grammar charts, it all just kind of melts away because you finally understand that the true point of language isn't perfection, it's connection. So here they are, your 12 keys.
They look like a simple list of words on a screen, but they are so much more than that. This is a toolkit for starting genuine human connections anywhere you go. To speak, to know, to think, to do, to go, and maybe most importantly, to try.
So, the only question left is, where will your words take you next? If this story made you think or feel something, don't forget to follow for more, like the video, share it with someone who needs to see it, and save it so you can come back anytime.